Jalen, I'm so excited about this next segment.
So excited.
We are halfway through the NBA season, which means only one thing. It is now time for Jalen Jacoby's completely made up, meaningless, super fun Midseason Awards. We're not going to do Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. We have our own categories like this one, the Failed Test Award. I'm going to give you 2 nominees for each category, and you're going to have the power to make the decision of who wins.
Okay.
The Failed Test Award. The first nominee is Klay Thompson. When asked what he likes about the Warriors, here's how he answered the question.
What do you like overall?
What do I like?
Yeah.
Life, food, my dog, my family, my friends, my home, my health. That's what I'm thankful for. That's what I like. My hobbies, movies, video games, and being able to do this for a living is pretty special.
Okay, that's the nominee number 1, Klay Thompson listing his likes. Nominee number 2, John Collins, leaving the floor, giving people high fives, and then just straight up slapping this dude in the face. I love that video. Mr. Rose, you now have the power to give the Failed Test Award to either Klay Thompson or John Collins. Who, Mr. Rose, is going to win the Midseason Failed Test Award?
What Klay did was mental. What Collins did was physical. He's the winner.
Oh, we give it to John Collins.
No doubt about it.
Congratulations, Mr. Collins, on winning the very first annual Jalen Jacoby's completely made up meaningless
He
super
been
fun
balling.
Midseason Award, the Failed Test Award. Next, we have the Keep Gettin Dem Checks Award. The 2 gentlemen that are up for this category, Mr. Rose, are notable basketball players that are both very lucrative and also inactive. Let's take a look at the nominees. First, we have Carmelo Anthony, who's not just getting paid $1.5 million to not play for Houston, he's getting paid $25.5 million to not play for Atlanta. And we have J.R. Smith, who's getting $14.7 million to not play for the Cavs. Mr. Rose, this is a big moment in not just our lives, but in the lives of these 2 young men who are eligible for this award. So please consider your selection carefully. Who is the Keep Gettin Dem Checks award winner?
Melo's a future Hall of Famer, and if it was up to him, he would actually be playing in the league. It's just that he's been unable to find a team to pursue him for his services after only playing in 10 games in Houston. J.R. Smith is a part of a tanking team. He called them on it, and therefore they ostracized him from the situation. He hopes to continue to play in the league this year and in the future while getting 14 this season. Therefore, he's the winner.
J.R. Smith, congratulations. You won the Keep Gettin Dem Checks award here on Jalen and Jacoby. Moving on, the next category. Most disrespectful dunk on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's take a look at the nominees. This one, I mean, Hezonja, bang, all over Giannis, and then, of course, finish it with the step over. It's the dunk and the step over, which really brings this one to the esteemed position of being nominated for a Jalen and Jacoby completely made up, meaningless, but super fun midseason award. And then the second nominee in the category is this. Jaylen Brown with the left hand and then the flex. I mean, these are disrespectful dunks on an MVP candidate. Jalen Rose, we have Hezonja with the dunk and step over, and then Brown with the stare down and flex. These are 2 great candidates. I mean, being in your position is so difficult right now. I mean, you have to select. These are very important decisions that you're making, Mr. Rose.
He took that left hand from the cradle to the grave.
So again, who wins the Jalen and Jacoby completely made up, meaningless, super fun midseason award for most disrespectful dunk on Giannis Antetokounmpo? Nope. Just remember, you're changing lives right now, okay?
Brown is the better player, and I've seen him dunk on a lot of people. Hezonja is the winner of this award.
Hezonja wins?
That's the
Wait a second.
That is the only reason.
Wait a second, Mr. Rose.
I know he was behind him when
That's
the
what I
dunk
was going to
happened.
say.
I'm not finished.
Then you've been dunked on in the NBA.
I'm not
Then
finished.
you've been dunked on in the
I'm
NBA.
not
Paul
finished.
Pierce dunked all over you. I can't believe that.
I'm not
You just
finished.
admitted that Paul Pierce dunked on you
I'm not
right here
finished.
on the television program.
I'm not finished. We didn't physically make contact. Number 1. Number 2, I didn't fall. Number 3, he didn't step over me.
Sure.
Okay? That's the shade. That's what makes him the winner.
I think I would have gone. Listen, I don't have the powerful position that you do to give out these awards, but I would have gone with Jaylen Brown strictly for the stare down and the flex. Like, they start calling text on that stuff now. In the Fab Five, you did that after every single
Jaylen Brown
basket.
dunk on people all of the time. This is the only time we've said Hezonja's name this season.
That's probably correct. Next, This is my favorite award. I'm so proud of just the phrasing of this award. The most humbling stumbling. The first nominee in the most humbling stumbling award.
Sound like something that should be given out at 3 in the morning.
We got Wardell Curry. Stephen Curry has the ball. Just a jab step. Completely drops Jackson. That's a good one. Just a jab step, Jalen. Didn't even dribble. And then the next nominee, I mean, he seems to do this like once every 10 games. Look at Harden with the up behind the back, and the gets the foul too. Jalen, these are two great players and two great plays. Again, the two nominees are Wardell, Stephen Curry with the jab step drop, and James Harden with the behind the back drop.
The reverse of what I did with the Hezonja and Jaylen Brown award. Since Brown was the better player, I expect that from him. Okay. James Harden did this against Jamal Murray. They're both will be in this year's All-Star game. That's the winner.
Oh, James Harden wins. But the level of difficulty to drop somebody with a jab step?
What about the level of difficulty to go behind your back, step back for 3, and the guy don't want to be this year's Wesley Johnson? He get up and try to foul you, and you still make it. 4-point play.
Most humbling stumbling award goes to none other than the beard.